Hey guys, today's video is sponsored by Mr. Fit Phnom Penh. I'm going to tell you how you can get a 10% discount off all of your dietary and nutrition supplement needs. So the first thing you're going to want to do is hop on the Mr. Fit Phnom Penh website, which is mrfitpp.com. And once you shoot over to their website, you're going to select the product that you want. Today we see they have trending some omega 369 supplements, so we're going to select those. We're going to add them to our cart, and then we're going to go to checkout. Now when we go to checkout, there's going to be an option for a discount code. You're going to apply the code halfway10, and you too are going to get a 10% discount on all of your dietary and nutrition supplement needs. Hey, what's up guys? This is Halfway, broadcasting from around the world in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. It's great to see everybody. So as you guys saw from the post, or from the title of the video, are foreigners not going to be able to work in Cambodia anymore? It's like the big question of the day. And I originally saw this posted on the Khmer Times. However, here first I'm going to bring up an article from Cambodia Expats Online, CEO, where I saw in the discussion on their Facebook page here maybe some misconception or misunderstanding about the most recent announcement about this. So hopefully this will be able to clear that up for you guys a little bit and calm your anxieties about it a little bit. So again, here we are. We have Cambodia Expats Online, and their title: "Foreigners soon to be banned from certain jobs in Cambodia." All right, so we look at this first highlighted area here. It says, due to the growing number of foreigners who come to invest and work in Cambodia, Heng Sua said the ministry is preparing to launch a prakas, or announcements. Prakas are like the official announcements from the government. So to launch a prakas soon, with the aim to ban foreigners from self-employment on 10 different types of jobs, including taxi drivers, tuk-tuk drivers, moto drivers, street vendors, barbers, delivery men, and other small exploitations. So again, I saw this, and after the article in CEO, I saw a lot of people commenting about, oh no, we're not going to be able to work in Cambodia anymore. Even people were saying, oh no, does this mean, foreign English teachers, we're not going to have jobs, they're going to kick us out, we're not going to be able to be here anymore. And fortunately, I do not believe that that is the case at all. We'll dive a little bit more into some of the details here. So I'm going to bring this one up from Khmer Times. Like I said, I originally saw this on Khmer Times. I also saw it on CEO, and I also saw it on the Phnom Penh Post. So all of the major outlets are covering this story. So we have here an excerpt from the Khmer Times. Again, it says, including driving taxis, tuk-tuks, and rickshaws, selling on the streets, being barbers, carrying out delivery services, or running small businesses. These are all going to be banned for foreigners, are not going to be able to have these jobs. So mostly what these are like remedial work. And I think also on the list, you don't see it here, but I think it was like factory workers, that kind of stuff. So again, it's what regular, average Cambodian people do. The Khmer people, they're doing these jobs for their living, for their livelihood. So these kind of jobs, the government wants to protect them. So this way, for example, I think there's a lot of people that come from, for example, Vietnam, that come here and they try to be street vendors or barbers, those kind of things. So what's happening is they're taking away the opportunities for regular average Cambodian people, the regular average Khmer people, to be able to have these jobs and be able to hold these positions and be able to support their families. So I think they're trying to weed out the competition in those sectors for these jobs specifically. Now, we do have here where it says, he said that the ministry will also ban foreigners from taking up positions as managers of human resource or administration in private institutions or enterprises. In order to receive permissions for using foreigners to work with them, the enterprise or institutions must have to show that they have given priority to recruiting Cambodians, or that the foreigners have expert skills which Cambodian people do not in order to run their business, Mr. Sua said. So now this one might be more effective toward people who are, for example, coming here to be English teachers, and maybe you're trying to move up in your administration and you want to get into an administrative role or in human resources, something like that. So now this one is not saying that foreigners are going to be ineligible from doing these type of roles with their company, having these type of roles. But what it's saying is that first priority has to be given to Khmer people. In the event that the foreigner has some skill or some knowledge or something about them that the institution prefers to hire them over the local Khmer person, then that's okay as long as they have a valid reason. So for you guys who are English teachers, maybe you've been working at your school for a long time, you know, and you're trying to move up in the school, and it won't disbar you or make it impossible for you to do that. Maybe your school says, hey, this person has been working with the school for a long time, they know the procedures and they know how our school operates better than if we brought in an outsider who's Cambodian, but this person's already been with the company for a long time, with the establishment, and we'd prefer to have them because they already know all of our procedures, they're already an expert in everything we do. It makes more sense for us to hire this person. So in that case, then they could submit that, and then that should cover you to be able to have that type of position. But just as for English teachers in general, it doesn't look like there's any concern about that you won't be able to hold your English position here anymore. That'll only be for local people. So guys, I don't think you have to feel worried or nervous about that, you know, not at all, not whatsoever. I think, in my opinion, based on what I see here and what I read, your position will be clear. Again, if you want to have a higher level position, you and or your employer will have to have a relevant reason why you are being hired for that position over a local person. But that's obviously not insurmountable. It's not something that would now be unobtainable to you. So I wouldn't worry about that at all. And we also say here, they're talking about how foreigners do stimulate the local economy and add to the local economy just by being here. So he said, self-employed foreigners in Cambodia have to pay $180 per year for a long-term visa and another $130 a year for their work permit, as well as $50 a year for an employee quota application. So that's $360 a year that every foreigner is, just by being a foreigner here working, you're just initially giving $360 a year to the local economy. You know, so, and that's what this is really all about. It's protecting local Khmer people, making sure that the Cambodians themselves are able to, you know, have their job and be able to support themselves and be able to support their families, and just making sure that everything is fair for everybody. I think this is actually a pretty decent move on the government. They're keeping it fair. They're not just saying, you know, foreigners can't come here and work. You know, just these certain types of jobs that they're not going to be able to do. All right, so the government's looking out for their people, looking out for foreigners. You know, good job. I applaud them on that. All right, guys. Anyway, this is Halfway broadcasting from around the world. I hope that this cleared up if you had any concerns about your job position here or your ability to still work here. I hope this clears it up for you a little bit. Also, if you're thinking about getting some nutrition supplements, you're trying to lose weight, trying to gain weight, go ahead and check out Mr. Fit. I know I had the video about it in the beginning of this video, the intro. But go ahead and check them out. You guys get 10% off by putting in my discount code halfway10. And also, you're helping out my channel. A small portion of that, when you guys order something, goes to me, goes to my channel. So you're helping me out. You're helping out the channel. So if you're on the fence about it, you know, you are helping me out and you're helping the channel out. And, you know, I'm trying to help you guys out also. Again, that 10% discount for you. All right, guys, this is Halfway broadcasting from around the world. Peace be easy, guys.